Wow.
Thank you, Eva. Let's go back to Ginger. Going to have a cold week up here.
Oh, and we're not just talking regular cold. We're talking record-breaking cold, potentially. Boston could see their coldest Thanksgiving, like 9 in New York City. And look at Buffalo, feeling like 3. Now, that's just for the early morning. Even through the day, we don't warm up a lot. You're looking at Thanksgiving afternoon. Boston looking for a high of 19. The coldest they've ever been before this, 24. Let's get to your select cities now by Amazon Echo.
Alexa, dim the light.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
What a great job.
We made it. It was so jet-lagged.
Patrice was wonderful as well.
She was so special.
Oh,
so
as
grateful.
are you.
Yeah,
Good to have
thank
you back
you.
safe and sound. Hey, coming up, we have that ABC
storm. But 2 bring you chances for rain. The first one looks pretty moderate and widespread across much of the West Coast. The second one could have some heavier downpours with it, especially in Northern California. So that's something we're going to be watching, because when you get too much too fast in some of those bald areas from the fires, you can get debris flows and mudslides. That's all brought to you by King's Hawaiian. Your local news and weather is next.
He was nervous.
Yeah, rightfully. Let's go back to Ginger.
I think he was giving her his last name already. I think that's what was happening. Okay, so we had a mild weekend along with all that rain, but now the cold is settling in after up to 8 inches of snow. Yeah, that's what's ahead for you. You're welcome. Your local weather in 30 seconds. First, though, the select cities, sponsored by Walmart. You're having a bad day? Look at this guy. And now big waves. He's okay. He's 35 years old. Barely made it up every time, thankfully.
And I'm sure he can't wait to get back in the water.
Sure thing. That's what they always say.
Oh, that is something.
Ginger.
Thank you, Ginger. Coming up, bombshell allegations against Caribbean resorts.
And we've got a nice GMA moment for you from Charlotte, North Carolina. So this is something we all do to our kids, but I thought this is one of the better ones I've seen. It's called synchronized screaming. Worth the picture, and you'll have it forever. Please do. That was William and Zoe, by the way, related to one of our producers here. So it's so exciting to show that. Please do send your GMA moments to my Facebook page. And until then, let's go ahead and get a check a little closer. Thanks, Claire. I love a good recycle. And I love this. This is one of my favorite winter weather phenomena. You go water vapor straight to ice, you skip the liquid state, and you get an ice cream for most folks. All right, let's go ahead and get a check now a little closer to home.
All right, here we go.
Now it is time to give back to some of the most generous people in the world, caregivers. Our sponsor, Home Instead, has caregivers across the country that can offer hope, companionship, and something invaluable to their clients, the gift of independence. This morning, we want to salute one of those special caregivers. Take a look. And we are taking a look at this breaking traffic news in Queens. All lanes. Yes, Amy, if you are not in the holiday spirit yet, I'm riding a bicycle. Yes, Amy, if you are not in the holiday spirit yet, I'm riding a bicycle that will be ending up under the Christmas tree of a family that needs it desperately. So will all of the toys in this room. An incredible story celebrating a man who's known as Salvage Santa right here in Panama City, an area that this year is going to have a Christmas unlike any other because it's after Hurricane Michael. After I was here watching it get shredded, unbelievable Christmas miracle and joy we're about to bring them. Shh. Big secret, big surprise coming at you in just a couple of minutes right here on GMA. But for now, let's go ahead and get a check a little closer to home.
8:20.
Latest, Ginger, this looks like this is going to be a rough trip home for so many people.
So many people, and it already is. I mean, if you're driving in Florida this morning, I-75 near Tampa, heavy rain happening there. But look at the pictures out of Colorado. Interstate 7 is the strongest tornado they've seen since 1986. I think that pictures like this could happen again today. And here's where we think it could happen. Right in Florida, if you're Carolina and South Carolina, the severe storms forecast is up. Also, there's flash flooding, which I'll tell you about in a little bit. Oh, a whole lot of fun going into the weekend, Dan.
Yeah, timing.
All right, let's head back over to Ginger.
That's what I was supposed to say.
And now, because of Dan, your local weather in 30 seconds. First, though, the stormy cities. Sponsored by Burlington. He's getting some skiing in. Yeah, at Steamboat. Imagine that. All right, all that brought to you by Capital One. Your local news and weather is next. He's getting some skiing in. Yeah, at Steamboat. Imagine that. All right, all that brought to you by Capital One. Your local news and weather is next. Yes, let's do your GMA moment, shall we? A very fun time to have a smile from Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania. You thought the chicken dance was just for weddings? Oh no. And it's not always all that cute. Well, it is when Connor does it. I could watch this all day. So sweet. Please send your GMA moments to my Facebook page. Until then, let's go ahead and get a check a little closer to home. You didn't think I was going to do it? Dan, you guys even gave me some. This is what's wrong with the holidays, by the way. When this is breakfast, this is how you start your day. Here's what's right about it, at least for people in Maine. I'm sure.
On the evening of September 10th, 2019, 3 tornadoes pummeled Sioux Falls, South Dakota. One of the buildings that was hardest hit, the Avera Heart Hospital. First responders' top priority was to get inside to the hundreds of patients and staff who had been rocked by the storm.
Hey, Amy, Michael, good morning to you. You know, it's cold in my basement and it's cold outside, all behind this snow in parts of the Northeast, around a foot or big hail possible. We're going to get into that and the heat wave soon in the Southwest, but your local weather comes up in 30 seconds. And first, we've got to get to those spring.
That dome of heat is on from Tucson back to Palm Springs. Phoenix has only ever hit 105 3 times in recorded history. They could break their April record this week. Coming up, how to turn your old electronics into cash and why this is the prime time to sell. This segment. Hi there, everybody. You know, we had almost 3 dozen hail reports and wind reports, and you can see very cold and even snowy Mother's Day weekend coming. I'll talk more about it in a bit. Let's get, though, for the Hot Cities, sponsored by Audible.
So thank you. The GMA moment today, it's one of my favorites in a while. We've all seen a lot of the fruit snack challenges. Well, this one, by far, the best. The Larkin and ICU nurse sent that in. Thank you. And let's get a check now a little closer to home.
My moment of
Oh, you know I was over here clapping and dancing with them, Michael. I want to say good morning to everyone and just show you this beautiful.